Hi, and welcome to Farm Radio again. I've already dug into this, but before I go any further, I figured I'd shoot some video. This is a little 13-inch Zenith from 1987. Picked it up, had a chance to plug it in and try it the other day. The cord was cut, the cord cutters were on the scene. Applied power, the set runs fine. Color, toner's a little dirty, etc., etc. But there's no blue. It's green and red. Awful looking. No grayscale. Kind of an oddball CRT in here at A38 something or other. And what I need to do is go in and test the CRT. So that's what we're going to do. It'd be nice if just one of the voltages was missing on the blue gun. But I think the tube, it's got the weak CRT syndrome on a 13-inch. Maybe some of you are familiar with this model, but this era, 1987, I thought generally they were pretty good. So we could check the voltages on each of the red, blue, and the green. And see if we have the, well, yeah, this is what I'm talking. It would be nice if one of the transistors or something was out and we weren't getting we have 175 on the red, 177 on the blue, 173 on the green. We could check that quickly. I think I'm going to try and see what socket adapter or universal adapter I have to use with the CRT tester. Let's get a look inside. Okay, someone's been in here before because I'm missing, I think, 2 of the screws on the bottom for a very long time. I had the one in the middle. And you can see the previous pry marks from someone prying at the cabinet lid here. Here's our CRT number. Nice little chassis, works well. This was made in 1985, this particular one. What's the date on the back say? It says April 1985. Let's get the board off that and see if we can test. I could check the voltages of the 3 outputs here, or the blue, most specifically. I don't know. Let's see what comes next. Alright, according to the tube chart, I have the socket and I'm set up for the A33ACB 51X. So I'll set our filament here. And get back to it, see if it's lighting up, which I know it is. Bring us up. And the blue, I want to test the blue. I will test all 3. Right now I'm on 857, which is the red. Then it's 6 and 11. 8, 6, and 11 on K. Set cutoff. Now this gun is good. I know that gun is good. 8, 6, and 11. Oh, there we go. 11. Horrible. And 11 is our blue. That's a shame. And what else is funny to note, that the yoke says Sanyo. I wonder who made this tube. If it's a Sanyo tube. I may try to throw, it would be nice. You could throw almost anything that would fit in there from this era, but I have a couple of Funais and stuff like that, but of course they're newer and they're different in the socket and the yoke and whatnot. Well, keep a lookout. I could give it a little tap. I never usually restore and do all that rejuvenation. I just don't believe in it. It just doesn't. It's not long lasting. It's yes, it'll come up, but yeah, it's like temporary. It's not the solution I care for. Yeah, so set runs great. Tube is bad. The other two guns are right up there. Okay, that's going to do it for the Zenith. I'll show you the picture. Suppose it wouldn't hurt. This would be the only set I would give a little tap to. I'll show you a before after though. Okay, I've gone through the manual here, and with this low blue, the easiest thing to do and the least amount of current and whatnot is the auto restore function. And you just hit the button. It gives 3 pulses over a longer period of time and tries to do as little as possible. So I'll plug this in and show you just some raster of how it looks, and then we'll try to I'll give this a hit. I don't really care. Okay, I've reattached the CRT. I'll turn the set on, and just for raster, give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Tube is lit. Oh yeah, there it is. A few sparkles. Basically green. No blue, green and red. Okay? Okay, back on the tester. As you can see, no emission there. Go through them one more time. It's 8, 6, and 11. There's 11. 8 is good. 6 good. 11. So what you're supposed to do is just push this button, move it to auto restore. I think it raises the filaments. Wait 30 seconds. And then you hit the auto restore, and it does 3 pulses on the meter. Well, I'll let this 15 seconds run out here while I wait for this to reach 30 seconds. Again, this is probably the first tube I've ever tried this tester on. I do not rejuvenate for this. This is like a case study here. We'll give it a shot. Okay. We watch the tube and the meter on auto restore. Push and hold. It did 1, there's 2, and 3. And then it says you can release the button. We'll go back to emission. It did make some improvement. Yeah, that's the tube cooling down too. I'm not going to keep hitting this. I'm going to hit it the one time and take a look. Okay, I really just want to see if it's watchable. It still looks green to me. To me, this thing still has no blue. A trace of it. Is this really that bad? Not a, the camera's picking up a little blue, but I don't see a hint of blue in this raster. Green and a little bit of red. Okay, in the previous test I may have had the gun select in the wrong position, but it hit the blue gun. But I have there's no cutoff. Only on this gun there's no cutoff. You're unable to set cutoff. Compared to the other guns, you can set cutoff. Real easily. So this one, depending on where you put cutoff, is where it reads emission wise, but it has no cutoff. Okay, I'm in the correct gun select here on blue, and I'll try the auto restore one more time. It's raised the filaments. And it says wait 30 seconds. I'll give it a couple more seconds. Alright, I did the restore again, and it did flash 3 times in succession. And it talked briefly about a tube with good emission but bad cutoff. Is that an area of the cathode is worn, an area that provides the cutoff from the screen, I believe, or whatever it said. But okay, let's see. Let's go back to emission and see what. So now we don't have a problem with the emission. It's the cutoff. Yeah, see, still no cutoff. This tube is like, I'm not going to deal with it much more. Yeah, so there you have it. Good emission, no cutoff. This tube is, I'm not going to hit it with restoration or rejuvenation. I may, but yeah, I've already seen enough. Okay, so here we are with a CRT with no blue. You can see the camera shows a hint of blue, but this TV really has no, all green. Which is a shame. Keep an eye out for a tube for this thing. As usual, it's a Zenith and it runs, but just awful color. Alright, if nothing else, I've at least moved the cord splice crimp inside the cabinet and redid the strain relief, so you can have a regular cord again. We'll put this in the weak CRT pile after noting the number. Alright, this is a socket from one of those newer style CRTs. A thin neck, different yoke. I think it's from a video monitor or something. And seeing these are plentiful, I'd like to be able to figure out a way if the yoke would support it to retrofit some of the, like something like that old Zenith with one of these little, I think these are 9-pin tubes, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8-pin tubes. I don't know if there's something missing or not. I'll have to get back on that.